So, just a quick one. I want to say a very, very big thank you to a lot of YouTubers out there because the work you put into getting something like this done, like what I'm just trying to do is quite very simple, just using OBS to make reactions to video, and it has taken me literally since midnight. So shout out to you guys. You guys are doing fantastic work, keeping us entertained, keeping us informed, keeping us up to date. Like you guys are the bomb. So with that aside, the reason why you're seeing this video is because you're on my channel, obviously, and you're on my channel because you like tech, and I'm also that kind of person that likes tech too. And over the years, it seems to be that. We are paying for premium service, but we don't usually get premium service. It looks like we're not getting up to what we are paying for. Like you're paying for a flagship device and they're not making it that flagship, or you're paying for a top tier service in quote and it's not really top tier. So mainly what my channel is going to be about is me just reacting to tech videos that could do better or actually doing something very, very good. So, sorry for the long prologue. So, I'm reacting to MKBHD's recent video, the one he released, I think, yesterday for the new S25 Ultra. And into it, you see the reason why I'm doing this. So, let's start with that. Okay.
Us humans have the tendency to rely on visual changes to understand things, right? So it would be easy to see how you look at the brand new $1,299 S25 Ultra and think, wow, that sure looks a lot like last year's $1,299 S20.
Okay, so just a quick one. Now you see, nobody's trolling anybody anymore. Some few years back, Samsung was trolling Apple all over the place. And I remember this meme. I don't know if I'm going to edit this, but I remember this meme where there's a man putting on a shirt and he's holding the same shirt and it's like a reference to iPhone. Oh, I got the new latest iPhone and it's just the same thing. So it's crazy how everybody is actually repeating the same design and nobody's trolling anybody now. Well,
24 Ultra. I mean, it's been a whole year, and what did? They made the edges a little boxier.
okay, so one more thing. Shout out to Marquez design team or the editing team, whichever. Like those guys are really, really doing something. Like those design here and there. It's very subtle, but it's something. Yeah, I like it.
Sure, I guess that's great. It's funny, it looks slightly thicker, but it is actually physically thinner. As much as I like boxy though, it is a little bit sharper in some places. Oh, and they also made the bezels a little bit thinner.
The bezels are,
So now the screen is
yes.
6.9 inches instead of 6.8. Nice. And it's also a bit of a more durable Gorilla Glass on the outside, but just remember, it's still glass. Also, the camera rings on the outside are just a little more pronounced. Fancy.
Okay, now regarding the camera ring, I'm sure you guys have seen Jerry Rig Everything's recent video about this phone. Like, he just put his pry tool and poof, the thing came out. I was thinking maybe it was also made of titanium or something, but who knows? People will still buy.
But none of this really makes a huge difference to usability. To really understand this phone, you have to look what's happening on the inside.
Nah, did he have to do that?
So, there's basically one major new thing to care about with this phone. See, if you watched the OnePlus 13 review,
Okay, so this is the reason why we are here. This is the reason why I'm reviewing this video because of this phone, the OnePlus 13. Now, most of us should know that some few days back, or maybe it's a week back, Marquez talked about this phone and said any reasonable flagship should either meet up to this phone or beat this phone, and people were like, nah, you should just say it's a good phone. You shouldn't try to pitch it up to other people's other manufacturers standard and all that. But now I see what it's doing, so let's go.
You know, I talked about the three big pillars that a bunch of these new flagships coming out in 2025 are going to have: the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, these super bright new displays, and silicon carbide batteries. All pretty awesome technologies. But this new S25 Ultra only has one of those things. It has the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. It also doesn't have IP69. It doesn't add Qi 2 magnets. It doesn't bring back the 10x zoom or even add high frequency PWM dimming. They even actually downgraded the S Pen, which I'll get to in a minute. They have just
Okay, so all this is said. I just want to know, are you really surprised? No, like for real, are you really surprised? Like, over the years, it has been take out one thing, let's leave this, take out one thing, let's leave this. It's not just exciting any longer. It is not at all. And um, I don't judge anybody. Like you taking over $1,000 to shell out at this slab of metal slab of phone. Like, yeah, it is your money, but believe you me, these companies are just doing the purest minimum, and it's kind of getting boring now. Like, it's really, really getting boring, and I believe they should do better. So, okay, let's move in.
played it incredibly safe with this phone. They just took last year's award winning flagship phone and did the bare minimum, a spec bump. And here's
So, just like I said, the bare minimum, like playing it safe. Who are you playing it safe for? And just to know, they removed the Bluetooth out of the S Pen. About the S Pen, it's not really a deal breaker to me because don't really make use of. I didn't really make use of it when I was using I think the S24 Ultra. But sincerely, like you guys can do better. You guys can do better.
here's the thing: Samsung in the US has risen to this point where that's kind of all we realistically expect from
Okay,
them
let, let's
anymore.
let's
It's kind of the
let's
same
try
thing with the
to
iPhone, by
move
the
it
way. Because in places like
forward.
the US, where they're huge,
Let's try to
they
move
just,
it forward.
it won't be because of the chip, it will be because of Samsung's stuff, all their software, One UI 7, and the AI
Okay,
spot
so
at the
it
bottom of the
said
phone that
something
shows
here
ongoing
about them copying Apple with the dynamic something with this feature. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's nice since it's gonna be useful
activities like
and
timers with
all.
Samsung's timer,
But
or ongoing navigation instructions with Google Maps, or media with Spotify. And if you click it, it'll expand and give you more info. So that's nice. Or the new notification shade, which is swipe down from the right for quick controls or swipe down from the left for notifications. Where have we seen that before? But with this one, you can actually then swipe back and forth between them, and you can change which side is which in the settings if you want to. So that's nice. The new lock screen customization is also clearly
okay,
inspired
so not to be too deep into the video. So what I just want to put out there is that most people in North America really do not care. Like they really do not care. Their go-to Android phone is firstly Samsung, then maybe Pixel. Now the Oneplus of the world is here. Like you seen a $800 phone, is it 800 or $900 phone, doing everything, ticking almost all the boxes, and you as at the spot, like I thought it was only the other phone that did this. Like this didn't happen on this end. Like you guys can do better. You can really, really, really do better. So, I went to Reddit and saw some reactions. So let's try checking Reddit. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so this is one thread. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a thread or something. Yeah. Okay, so. Now we understand. Okay. Now I believe we should at least understand what Marquez was trying to communicate. If a phone does not meet up to OnePlus 13, then there is no reason to get that phone over the OnePlus 13. Common sense. It's just common sense. And that's like 254 comments. And this is actually on OnePlus um, page actually. So let's check out some comments, some few comments. Just some few comments. Okay, so this one is from Baby Noel. Especially when the phone is $400 more expensive than the OnePlus 13. Like, man, that is really the flagship killer. Now, that's the flagship killer. And one thing I just want you to know is that it's not really about OnePlus. It's mostly most phones coming out from China, like you see that 90 watts battery charging, it's a lifesaver. You want to go out, you just step into the bathroom, plug your phone, step into the bathroom. Before you come out, your phone is almost full for the day. Man, that's wild. So, which other one? Okay, got my S25 Ultra for 170. Okay, this is a trade-in. Okay, let's see. From D33MR. How dare you? I want to go back to the S Pen, but unless they up their battery game. Yeah, I had that too, like from the S24, like the battery. And one thing most people say is that, oh, the is it the anti-glare display or something? See, I've come to notice that most of these phones in the next 6 months, when smudges start getting all over it, they just tend to go away. It becomes a fingerprint magnet, the olophobic something, or how do they call it? It wears off. And most of the time, most people are putting screen protectors on the phone. So does it really matter? Okay. Let's take like two other comments. Let's see. Okay, so upgrading to this from TT Bug, upgrading to 25 Ultra from S20. Okay, that's reasonable. Going through Samsung store and utilize the AT&T deal. Yeah, I was able to trade in. Yeah, trade in. Yeah, it makes sense. You're not really paying much for that since you're trading in. Oh, greeting from America. This from Blaster to BP. Greeting from America would basically have a duopoly with the shit option of sorry with the shit option of Apple, or from Samsung, other than the 13 pixel users. Oh my god. Well, I have to cut it short on this. So I don't know, maybe is it a like, is it subscribe, or whichever one. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. But just to let you know that there are well other options out there apart from this. And most people will come and say, oh, my data this, my data that. Trust me, your data is already gone. Have a lovely one. Bye.